you've had some tough nights against that team before, and they don't ever make it easy on you. How good does it feel to finish this one off with a win?
Yeah, like you said, it's never been easy playing against them. They're a great team. They're fast. They have really skilled players, and they're physical. They're as well always in the crease, provocating and all that stuff. But I like that stuff. So the most important thing here is this was a huge win to break that losing streak what we had. Now we have back that taste of winning, and we're just gonna have to keep going the same way.
How big was it to just kind of continue what you guys had been doing on the road, even though you weren't winning?
You know, I think I'm happy and I'm proud of what we did today, because last 2 years, as soon as we were losing 3 games, it was the snowball was rolling bigger and bigger down the hill, and that's how went all the season down. And here, it was different. You could tell in guys' faces and how they were acting. We together, we didn't want it to get in that snowball again. We wanted to have that win, break that losing streak. Obviously, we tried really hard in California when we were, but it didn't happen. Now we had that win, and as I said, we have now that winning mentality back on, and we have to keep going.
Elvis, that first goal was kind of a weird one, went way up in the air. Did you ever see that puck?
I had no idea what's going on, because I poke check it, and I poke check it in front. And then I saw Carlson on the blue line, and I was getting ready for that hard shot. But then after like half second, I realized he doesn't have a puck, and it was in the net. I had no idea what happened. I still don't know. I want to go see. I'm really curious. How did it went in? I have no idea.
Yeah, just popped up in the air, right in front of you, like way up.
It didn't went front?
Yeah.
Crosby hit it in the slot. He tipped it out of midair up in the air, and then their guy came.
And as well, there was many sticks. So I seriously had no idea what's going on.
Olivier made it 3-2, but from that point on, it seemed like that the team really locked it down. Talk about the defense in front of you, the red from the 3-2 goal on.
Yes, that was. I think that was a key goal there. We just wanted to finish them, and that's what we did, because it's just one goal lead, and in this league we all know what can happen. It can turn around super quick. So. We just wanted to finish them, and guys really work hard in defense, and they used speed, physicality, everything what we needed, and the result was good. We scored another.
Did you see the shot on O'Connor, the glove save you made? It looked like you were reaching around the defender to make that glove save. You know which one I mean?
I trusted more my instincts there. There was many legs as well. There was no chance to go around him, so I just trusted my instincts, and it went really well.
How important was it to not only get a win by a big margin, but to have as many people contribute as you did tonight? That had to be important.
Yeah, obviously, first things first, when you come back home, you're on the road for quite a while, haven't played in front of our fans for a couple weeks now, and without winning the road with us, it was obviously important to get a win here tonight. And I think when we do have guys contribute, throughout up and down our lineup. I don't know how many guys were on the board tonight, but it seemed like it was, quite a bit. And when that happens, we're a tough team to stop, and we can put up numbers like we did and score 6+, and also give up not much, right? So that's the way. When we play like that, we're a tough team to beat.
6 of 7 D also on the score sheet. What does that tell you?
Get in the puck, they jump in the rush, they make plays. All of our D are super skilled, and I think when they're getting pucks through, that's when second and third chances come. When we have guys in the net, we're getting inside. We're trying to tip pucks, and then we're retrieving pucks, finding those seams. You see, Sivo's goal there, kind of just like a game of whack-a-mole in front of the net, and then Sivo finds a hole, boom, in the net. Just little things like that that give them the ability to do what they do.
I know the second period, it seemed like the team really started to push, really started to lock it down after 3-2. What was your team able to do to make that happen?
Yeah, I think it's just, obviously on the road there we had some games where you know, we had the lead and maybe blew it and gave up a little too much. So when we had the lead tonight, that's something, you know, we recognize and maybe playing a little bit with more clock awareness and I mean, just playing at the lead, just playing smart hockey, not playing different because obviously, you know, getting up is, you know, getting up 3-2, we're doing something right. So we don't want to, you know, take a foot off the gas or change too much. But, you know, there's certain areas where you just want to, you know, get the puck deep and maybe instead of making the extra play or, you know, have them come 200 feet back to our net. So I think just little things like that, making them turn, and then eventually it wears them down and it pays off.
Silly looked like you were under their skin quite a bit tonight. Is that just organic, or does that need to be part of your game?
It's just hockey. Yeah, I'm a guy that plays better with emotion and likes to add that to my game, and you know, I'm not afraid to. I mean, I guess when something's going on, just a hockey player doing my thing, and so are they, right? So it's all part of the game, and it's always going to be.
Yeah. Is that when you know you're playing well, though? Is that part of it? Does that have to be part of it for you?
It doesn't necessarily have to be part of it, but you know, it's one thing that I try to do is, you know, no matter how I'm feeling out there, if I'm, you know, scoring or not scoring, it's just, you know, trying to impact the games in any way I can, and you know, if that's one of them, I'm happy to do it, and you know, but I don't try to force it, just kind of let it happen naturally, and you know, if there's something out there and the game gets intense and heated, and we're on the right side of it, you know, obviously you can do anything to try to support my teammates.
Was Bunting offering you an invitation there at the end?
No, actually. Wasn't offering me an invitation. He just had a couple slur words for me, and I don't know, the horn was going off. I didn't really hear him. You know, it's kind of like when someone's talking to you, but a train's going by, and you're just like standing there.
Was it weird getting slashed by Sidney Crosby several times?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe not. But yeah, it's just good to know anything you can do to get, you know, try to maybe get the player not thinking about you know, type of player with his level to not think about offense or anything like that, and just to try to get under his skin a little bit. Maybe you know, it throws them off just as much, and then you get things going your way.
How important is flipping this around and carrying it into tomorrow night as well? I know you guys want to enjoy this one now, but you get a game tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the standard, right? Just because, you know, we won one game here at home, like, doesn't mean that, you know, it's, you know, we're all happy and hoorah, go get on us, right? Obviously, you know, it's good to get a win here tonight, but now it's turn the page, and you know, we gotta get a greasy road win there in Montreal. It's a back-to-back. The Bell Center's a super fun place to play, so there's not a lack of motivation or any lack of energy for us to go in there and try to get 2 points.
Dean, how important was it for you to get a win like this, but to keep the gas on, keep the accelerator down all the way through?
Well, it was important that we played how we played tonight, and in particular in the third period. You know, we catch some breaks to get up a couple goals, and we got, you know, some pucks that got through that haven't gone in the net for us, which was wonderful. But then after that, it's how we responded, and like I said, especially in the third period where we had plenty of opportunities to score, but we didn't sacrifice anything else. And, you know, hopefully it's our last teaching moment. I mean, we're going to make mistakes again for sure, but we just don't want to continually make the same ones over and over again.
6 of 7D, or 5 of 6D on the score sheet. What does that tell you about the way you guys were playing?
Yeah, I didn't know that. But it means that our D, as we've talked about, the D were allowed to get into the offense. They can get involved, but it meant that our forwards were reloading, protecting them, so that, again, we didn't sacrifice any defensive areas because we were still getting backed up. So they can go. There's no question they can go, and they can pinch, and they can get up in the play, and they can stay at the net. But it's their teammate, and whoever it is, it doesn't mean it's just a forward or his partner, protects him when he does get in there.
Dean, did you handle the intermissions any differently tonight in terms of talking to the team? You mentioned sort of not sure how to handle Seattle. Did you take a different approach tonight in any way?
No, we had the same discussions. We, we maybe harped a little more on the bench. I guess just reinforcing. We thought as a group, as a coaching group, that was important that we stayed on top of them. But more importantly is we heard the right things the players were saying, and we talked as a staff that it would be nice to have more extension of our room into their room, but we've lost some leadership, and you know, guys are learning their leadership roles, and so it was exciting to see a lot of people. Not, you know, I'm not going to single any one or two guys out, but there was several guys saying the right things and then conducting themselves the right way after that.
Did it seem fitting to you that Sillinger gets the empty net goal after the game that he had? It seemed like he was sort of under their skin all night, competitive
Yeah,
to the top.
Yeah, you know, Silly played a strong game. You know, really good killing. Him and Danny did a fantastic job. Danny's job did a great job on Danny's line, on Crosby's line, and obviously the D. You know, Z and Fabro, and you know, for the most part, we're against them, but they have a lot of weapons, obviously. So everybody had to play strong defensively, but still, yeah, had a strong game.
We talked about Voronkov a little bit this morning. In that line, it just seemed like they really kind of surged in that, especially in the third period. Are you starting, maybe even by per shift, per game, seeing those three in particular, you know, start to kind of feed off each other a little bit?
Yeah, I hope so, because it looks like a good line, right, where you got a big, strong guy and a calm, you know, do everything in the middle, and a guy that can score goals and shoot the puck really well. But you know, they all have to do the right things too in competing. I think Ronnie's got better every game, as we talked about. He looked like he had his legs throughout the entire game tonight. I thought Marchie won a lot of puck battles, which we challenged him to do. And Monty's just been fantastic all year.
Quickly, just shifting down over to Crowley's line. They're really coming together. So you have three veterans there. I know we talked to Aston Reese in there, and he was saying that we all know what our role is. Yeah. You know, just be simple and get it in there. I mean, how nice is it to be able to, if they can kind of stick together,
yeah, really
have a line like that?
Yeah, 2 games in a row, right, that they've had. It's not just the goals either. It's and again, what did they play tonight? I don't know, you guys might have a sheet, 13 to 15 minutes, whereas, you know, before maybe it was 7 to 10. They're earning ice time, right? And I don't put a lot of weight into that. Obviously, I don't even know what it was. But they're earning opportunities to play the game because they are playing hard. They're working. They're finishing all their checks. They're not turning pucks over, except maybe at the end, their last shift, they did twice, but we've already corrected it. But yeah, no, it's when you got depth like that and you can play 4 lines and 6D, you know, regular, like just hopefully keep rolling. Yeah, it's exciting for us as a team.
So, Dean, during the second period, the Penguins seemed to have a lot of possession, but then it led to the 3-2 Olivier goal where your team really started to push the pace. What changed in that moment to kind of gain the momentum back?
Yeah, well, you know, possession, sure, but there wasn't like there was a bunch of chances off of it. We were doing the right things. You know, we were staying on the right side of the pucks and people. And so it was, yes, they might have had a little bit more. They obviously were going to have a push. We knew they would. But, yeah, we were able to, you know, weather it, I guess, and then move forward after that goal. That goal certainly jacked our group up. You could feel it on the bench. There was excitement. You could feel it with our crowd. And by the way, the crowd at the end, I don't know, have they always chanted that at the end of games? No? Because that was fantastic. I looked over at Fordo and I'm like, what the hell are they chanting? And I think it's CBJ, right? You guys freaking don't even know? Huh? Oh, there's something else? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you tell me now. I mean,
They were singing the praises of Pittsburgh.
okay, all right. Well, I just thought, I liked their energy, and I know there's probably a rivalry there, but, you know what, they helped us tonight, right? You know, we come home, tough road trip, haven't won in how many games? And they gave us momentum throughout the entire night, and that was, it's fantastic to see at the end of the game. Thanks, guys.